Please welcome to the stage, Triple Diamond, Elise Chedevy.
How are you guys doing today? I'm super glad to be with you today. My name is Elise, and I've had the privilege of working with doTERRA for 10 years. And I've had a greater privilege of working with over 1 million people all over the world in my organization. Everywhere from Hawaii to Taiwan and Malaysia, Canada, China, Europe. And they gave me, China, are you here? I have a specific script and a topic that I'm going to be talking about today. How many of you want to find business builders? Yeah? So I have to be honest, I'm not going to tell you how to do it today. Because I thought about this topic for a long time with you. And I thought, how in 25 minutes could I literally tell them and walk them through all the different ways that they can find business builders? Because many times, finding business builders starts from absolutely the very beginning of the basics of what you're doing and what you're not doing. So Patrick and I, we did a labor of love for you for today. Yeah, we spent hundreds of hours in the last month. I live in Prague in Europe right now, and I was up till 5 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, day after day after day, and I put something together for you for free. Yep. And I thought to myself, if this was my daughter coming to me and saying, Mom, I really want to be successful in this business, and I want to learn how to find really great business builders, would I give her this presentation? And the answer is no. So I'm going to highlight some things that you're going to find in what we've done for you. Is that okay? So I've done a series of calls and webinars. There's actually 50. It leads you through day one of exactly what you do. It goes together with Empowered Success. Day one, exactly what you do from the very first day that you're talking to people and what you say to people. Scripts, webinars, PowerPoints, everything's for free. You can use anything that you want in any way that you want. And it goes all the way through the entire business up until the very end. Do you guys like that? You can actually even choose, like, what if I'm on a 3-way call? How do I do that effectively? Or how do I actually call this person back that I haven't talked to in a long time and make it comfortable? Or what if I've hit a wall with my warm market and I can't find anybody? What do I do next? Or what if I just can't close at a class? What am I doing wrong? Or people aren't getting on LRP with me. What exactly do I do? So you'll notice on some of these calls that I sound tired, and the reason why is because I am. So give me a little bit of a break. But what my husband did for you is he's kind of if we want to do something, he wants to do it perfectly. So it's called the dailymentorcalls.com. I'm going to show you a screen, but it's dailymentorcalls.com, and you get to spend about 15, 20 minutes with me a day for the next 50 days. It's supposed to go live today. If there's mistakes, don't worry, we'll catch it. Like he's been working on this 14 hours a day, right? But it actually follows along with you, and it's interactive. So if you miss a day, I send you a text. I'm like, hello, you're on call number 3. You haven't done your assignment. Where are you? And I send you an email, right? So that is what I did for you today, because this won't do you justice. Does that make sense? Every single part of it is free, because I believe we don't need to charge for our downline. We make enough money when we do the business right in the compensation plan. So, should we get going? I'm going to give you some overviews of this. Should we get going? Here we go. Tell me you're excited. I spent a long time on this. Good. Take advantage of it, please. Next, here we go. So, the first thing that I'm going to teach you, and it goes into a lot more detail, obviously, is we want to focus on the people that are most likely to build. It seems kind of obvious, but so many of us don't do this. We don't even know what we're looking for. It's kind of like when we're dating. You know, we're dating. Don't you usually have an idea of the type of guy or the girl you're looking for? But if you have no idea what type of person you're looking for, and the first person that comes along says, hey, I want to do this with you. What do you say in your business? Great. And you stick them on your front line. What if you did that when you were dating? I'm a really nice guy. I think we'd get along together. You're a nice guy? Are you sure? Yeah. Okay, let's get married. Doesn't make sense, right? But we're literally, are we not almost married to our front lines here? It's kind of the same thing. So we want to focus on the people that are most likely to build. So what I'm going to tell you to do first is, I know that we all say this, but guess what? When I decided to go double presidential, after I'd already gone double presidential, and even when we were deciding to go triple presidential, what did I do? I went back to the basics, and I created another list. And you create this list, and the calls go into detail exactly how you have to do this. It's not what I'm going to focus on right now. I'm going to focus on this next part. You actually rank the list. Let me tell you what this looks like. For some of you, this might seem rude. I'm just going to keep going. Anyway, we went through our organization with hundreds of diamonds in our organization, and we wanted to find similar characteristics of these diamonds. What made them a diamond? What are the characteristics of becoming a diamond? And do you know what we found? We found 7 main characteristics. And so what we do is we look for people with those characteristics. Does this not make sense? The people that are most likely to build have these characteristics. So I'm going to give you these characteristics really quick, and then I'm going to show you how you rank people. Here we go. Number 1. I'm sorry, but number 1, they're women. Now, let me just tell you this. I have many men in my organization that are diamond and above. I do, on my front line. And they do really well. But most of their front line are women. And I have many couples in my organization that do really well. But if you look around convention, what's the majority of people here? We're women. We understand oils. We like smells. We like to touch people. I mean, it's a little bit weird for a guy to walk up to another guy and say, give me your hand. Let me just rub this on it, okay? It's going to feel amazing, right? But for a girl who's used to nurturing and who's used to having children, it just attracts girls. And so the first thing that we're looking for is we're looking for women. The second thing we're looking for is we're looking for someone that has a money or a time or a purpose need. And most significantly, a money need. Why? Well, because it takes a lot to become a diamond in doTERRA. And when you have a lot of money and you don't really need it, there comes a point where your spouse says, you know, don't go to that class. We really don't need that. Or, are you sure you have to travel that much? So most of our diamonds had a big money need when they started. Have you seen this? Right. Third, they're age 30 to 55. Most of our diamonds fall in the age group of about 30 to 55. Why? Because in your 20s, nothing hurts. Right? Nothing hurts. And you haven't lived a lot of places. You haven't worked a lot of places. Your warm market is smaller. Around 30 to 55, these are prime years for motherhood, for changing jobs, for getting out into the community, right? People are willing in these years to completely change what they're doing and start over. After about 55, Sometimes we get tired. And we think, really, can I make it again? Can I start all over again? Now, do I have diamonds that are in their 20s? Absolutely. Do we have diamonds that are 70? Yes. So this doesn't mean it can't work like this, but this is the norm. Does that make sense? This is what we're looking for. 30 to 55. Next, interested in natural things. When you're interested in natural things, almost all your friends and the people around you, what are they interested in? Okay, we're going to try that again. What are they interested in? Natural things, right? So their warm market is more ready and prepped to accept essential oils. That's the next characteristic of diamonds. Next, they have business, sales, or experience. There's a difference between an employee mindset, right? And an employer mindset or an entrepreneurial mindset. And that's kind of a little bit hard to change sometimes. These are people that are self-sufficient, they're ambitious, they're willing to take risks. The next thing is they're socially influential, meaning this. This doesn't mean they're outgoing. There's some really outgoing people that are obnoxious. Have you met some of those? Yeah. They don't attract people. There's some really quiet, shy people that attract a lot of people. It means that in every kind of group, in every warm market, there's usually one person that when they say something, everybody else does it. That is a diamond, right? Socially influential. And the next is they have a supportive spouse. This was a really big part of it because as you're working through these ranks and as you get to the point where you're a diamond, it takes a really supportive spouse to get through this. It's really hard to fight against somebody that's saying, really, you're going to go again? Or do you really need to do that? Or do you have to invest in this? But when you have a supportive spouse, it's like two of you that are working towards this. So here we go. We have our rank list. We have all of our names on our list. And then what we're going to do is we're going to rank people. I'm going to show you how that's done. Can you guys bring me out a mic really quick? I want somebody in the audience that wants to help me here. Who wants to help me? Okay, he's already standing up. Come on up here, sir. I didn't tell you, but you have to first dance. I'm just kidding. Let's see. Here we go. All right, does this work? Yep. All right, I'm just going to ask you some questions, Mark, okay? And we're going to rank Mark really quick, okay? So, Mark, are you a woman?
No.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Okay. So we wouldn't give Mark a point, right, for that. Do you have a money need, Mark?
Definitely.
Okay. How about, are you age 30 to 55?
Sorry, no.
Okay, so we're not going to give him a point for that. Are you interested in natural things?
Definitely.
I thought you were going to say definitely not for a second. I was like, okay, this guy is never going diamond. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so we're going to give Mark what? He has 2 points. Money need and interested in natural things. Have you done business before?
Definitely, yes.
And are you socially influential?
Definitely, yes.
Oh, I love that answer. Isn't that awesome? Not just yes, but heck yeah. Okay, so how many points do you have? Money, interested in natural things, has business or sales experience, socially influential, right? He's got 4 points so far, right? Do you have a supportive spouse?
Yes.
Okay, so Mark is a 5. Give him a hand. So I would write right by Mark's name, 5. Let me have somebody else. Who's going to help me out here? Somebody else come up. Come on up. I know it's so much easier from the first row, huh? It's not fair. Okay, here we go. Are you a woman?
Yes.
Are you sure? No, just kidding. 1 point. Do you have a money need?
Yes.
Are you age 30 to 55?
Yes.
Are you interested in natural things?
Yes.
Do you have you done business before?
Yes.
Are you socially influential?
Yes.
Yes. Should we give you 0.5 for that?
Probably.
Okay, probably, she says. Do you have a supportive spouse?
Supportive of me, but not necessarily.
I would give that a no. Is he supportive of doTERRA? No. If you hesitate, that's got to be a no. Okay, so she has, is he here? Oh, you're here. So I'm like, sorry, sir,
He gave up his,
but you need to step it to the next level. All right.
gave up his hunting time so that I could come here.
Okay. Oh. Well, that's good. He gave up his hunting time so you could come here. Does he support you in your business?
So I guess, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give you a 0.5 for that too because you said, okay. So she's a 6 out of 7. Okay? Okay, sit down. One more really quick. Who wants to help me? Whoever can come up here fastest. There we go. We're going to take her. She was already jumping up. Come on up. The people that are 2s in the audience are like, I'm not going up there. Okay, here we go. Woman,
Yes.
do you have a money need?
Yes.
Is that like 5 points right there? No. Age 30 to 55.
Almost. I'll be 30 next year.
So that would be a no. Interested in natural things.
Absolutely.
Has business or sales experience.
Yes.
Socially influential.
Yes.
And has a supportive spouse.
Absolutely.
So she's a 6. Okay? Do you see how that's done? I'm going to put this down real quick. So what you do after you're ranked these people is, who do you think you start sampling first? You're going to sample the 1s or 2s or 3s? Because we only have 24 hours of the day. And if you spend all your time sampling and spending time with the 1s and 2s and 3s who are easy, your Aunt Edna, your grandmother, because you know that they'll come and buy from you, you don't have time to go after the people that have a lot of potential. Are you clear? Yes. Next, you create a plan. You create a plan for these people. Every single person has a plan. Talking to them, phone calling, text, email, social media, whatever is best with that person, you create a plan. And then you move forward and you decide your approach. If it's a business approach, you get it all on the calls. Every single slide, everything is there. You can all download it all. I gotta go. I don't have a lot of time. Moving forward, sorry. Anyway, you're gonna create approach, a business approach or a product approach. How do you know how to talk to these people? Listen to the calls. I'll go through every single thing. And then you just make that call. You practice it a couple times, you make that call to every single person. Next. You effectively just talked about that, moving on. So, the next thing that I think many of you are overlooking, it's a huge part of the business, and it's a huge part of finding sharers and builders that I would say 99% of you in the audience aren't doing, unless you're on my team. Who's on my team here? So, after your classes, after your essential oil intro class, always, 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 you never miss this, ever. You have a business builder intro class. It's short, it's easy. I'll show you exactly how to do it. Why would you have it after your class? People are already there. They're already there. We miss this opportunity all the time. And just so it's a little bit easier, you never ever have treats or snacks at your class. You simply say at the end of your essential oils class, for all of you that would like to stay for 20 minutes and learn about the joy of sharing essential oils, we have some essential oil snacks for you. And they all stay. I'm serious. And little by little, they get introduced to sharing the product. Does this make sense? You would never say, come back Saturday. They're already there. What percentage of people are going to come back Saturday for a business intro? Almost none. They're already there. Most people stay. And as you introduce to them in a really, really easy way, we are not drawing circles in this class, people, right? Super simple, easy way. This is one of the things that most of us are missing in the business. How many of you, raise your hand, are missing this in your business right now? You're missing a huge part of finding sharers and builders. It's interesting to me that just a couple of tweaks in your business make all the difference in the world. Make all the difference in the world. Next. You have what's called a calling tree. Now, about every 6 months or every 12 months in our organization, we like to go through this, and we actually go through our entire organization and split it up with our leaders, and we call through our organization, okay? We have, we split them up by color into this. People purchasing but not on LRP. People that are on LRP. People with an LRP scheduled but their card isn't processing. Or people who haven't ordered in a while. Now, you would be surprised how many people already in your organization are diamonds. They have just not been polished. Really. Or how many people really do want to share or build the business, but when you talk to them the first time or when their class was, it wasn't the right time of their life, but now it is. So this is a beautiful way of doing this. In fact, I have a European team, and we sat down with their team. We taught them how to do this calling tree. Every single person went through the calling tree, used the scripts. They were trained. We role-played beforehand. And guess what? Their volume went up 50% that month just by using a calling tree, right? So I'm going to bring my beautiful daughter, Marisa, out. I'm going to show you a role play really quick of how this goes. Actually, no. I'm going to bring out Spencer Pettit, my frontline. He's the one that's coming out first. Come on, Spencer. Give a hand to Spencer. Okay. So do you know how sometimes you go to events and you have this great idea and people are talking about, but you have no idea how the nuts and bolts work of it, right? You're like, how do I put this together? What do I say? What are the scripts? What do I do? Everything is laid out for you, so you don't, I'm just going to give you an overview until you actually listen to the calls, okay? It looks like this. So this is, by the way, this is my frontline, Spencer Pettit. He's a blue diamond in my organization. He's awesome. But for today, he is playing somebody who hasn't ordered in a long while, okay? And I'm going to be calling them up. Ring.
Hello.
Hi. Hey, my name is Elise Chedevy. I'm part of your doTERRA support team. You're Spencer Pettit, right?
I think so.
Well, Spencer, I noticed that you ordered essential oils a while ago from doTERRA, and I'm wondering how they're working out for you. How are you enjoying them?
Pretty good. I really like Deep Blue.
Oh, it's an amazing oil, isn't
Gotta
it?
wash your hands after you use that stuff.
Yeah, you do. That's true. But Deep Blue is great.
Yeah, Deep Blue's really great. Haven't really gotten into the other stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to know how to use the oils, huh? They just kind of sit there in the box because you're not really familiar. That's actually exactly why I'm calling today. I noticed that you weren't given the opportunity or didn't take the opportunity to have something that you deserve when you register. It's called a wellness consult. And actually, someone comes to your house and they actually go through all the oils with you and show you exactly what they work for. And then they actually put a morning, afternoon, and evening protocol together for you and your entire family so you know what you have. So it can change your life and your family's life.
Okay.
And you weren't given that opportunity. It's completely free.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
I know. And I'm sorry that didn't happen a while ago. I would love to come over to your house and do that for you. And I have some time next Tuesday and Thursday. I don't know if any of those times work out for you.
Yeah, let me think about it real quick. Next Thursday night,
Okay,
my wife and I will both be there.
great. So 7 o'clock, does that work?
Sure.
I'm super, super excited to meet you.
Awesome.
And I think it will start really affecting your health and changing your life.
Cool. Thank
Hey,
you.
we'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Okay.
That's it. Super easy. Thanks, Spencer. Super easy. You go through your organization and you offer certain things like wellness consults and things like that, and you get them back on track. Does this make sense? Yeah. So effective, so easy, and then they get back into the habit of going to continuing education classes. You have the conversation of if they're interested in hosting a class or sharing, and so many builders are found and sharers are found this way. These people, they're in your organization already. There's another way. There's so many ways that we find business builders. I'm just going to highlight a couple. This is me. Follow me on, go to actually dailymentorcalls.com. That's where you get all this information. And then if you follow me on Facebook, I actually do live stuff for you to follow up with this. So, and everything is free. Next. Oh, did you guys need me to go back to that? Okay, take a picture real quick. You're welcome. Okay, next. let me tell you about studies. So studies are really, really cool. I found that a lot of people are super scared of network marketing. Have you not found that? And sometimes this is the big issue. Well, we've done studies all over the world. I've done so many studies, I can't even tell you. But it's a totally different type of an invite. And in fact, okay, I know I'm out of time. I have to tell you this story really quick. I'm sitting there in my living room with 10 people from Slovakia. They had come in, they're staying at my house, they were training at my house in Prague for 2 days. And they were a little discouraged with the business. And I looked at them and I said, what is your biggest struggle? What do you think they said? Finding new people. Is that your biggest struggle? Or finding sharers and business builders? And I said to them, what if I told you that every single, and we're talking grandmas that were 70, 20-year-olds, they were all there. We had the gamut. And I said, what if I told you that I will show you a way for each of you to find 20 people, 20, by the next time you see me next month? Like, how would that affect you? How would that change your belief level? And they're like, it would change everything. So I trained them on studies. And we sat there and we role played. And I told them exactly what to do. And before they left my house, I said, I want you to make 3 calls before you even leave. All of them went to different parts of the house. They made their calls. They came back. They said, every single person said yes. I'm like, great, you're on your way. Now go do 17 more. They came back the next month, and I told them, if you don't, I probably shouldn't have said it this way. If you don't do exactly what I tell you to do, you're not invited to come to my house next month. Can you see me saying that? Yeah. Anyway, they came back the next month. Every single one of them had found 20. Every one of them. And they told me this. Elise, we turned away 150 people. I'm like, what? There was 10 of them there. They should have had 200, right? I'm like, what? Why did you do that? They're like, we were so nervous. You told us to do exactly what you said. You said 20, and we didn't want to do more than that because we wanted to come back and train. And I'm like, okay, never, never, never turn away people, right? How would you like me to teach you how to find 20 people in this next month, right? It's this study program that instead of going to them like, I want to give you a sample, I do a doTERRA essential oils, you call it a study. It's a study they can be involved with. I'm going to bring out my daughter, and I'm going to show you what this conversation looks like. This is my beautiful daughter, Marisa. Marisa, come on out. Say hi to Marisa. You know, when they're this little, you never think they're ever going to get bigger, taller than you, right? But here she is. This is Marisa. She just got married 4 months ago. Yay! Okay, so imagine Marisa is someone who either I was afraid to talk to, or she's super influential and I don't think she's ever going to join, or I've kind of approached her before and she's had no interest in essential oils. You got that scenario? So here we go. Ring.
Hello?
Hi, Marisa. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to talk to you today. The coolest thing is happening.
Oh my gosh, what is it?
Well, you know how I'm really into essential oils.
Yeah.
And like, it's changed my life. It's changed my family's life. Well, Marisa, there's a study going on right now. And I can only invite 20 people into the study. So you're one of the first people I thought of. And basically, you are able to join a study where you get all the oils that you need for free. You're shown exactly how to use them and education along the way. And you just can compare what your ailment is like at the beginning and what it's like at the end. And there's 4 different parts of the study. You can do pain, chronic pain, stress and anxiety, sleep, or digestive problems. So Marisa, I thought about it when you told me you have a hard time going to sleep at night.
Yeah.
Is that still an issue for you?
Yeah, it's actually still a problem, and it's actually not gotten better at all. It's kind of gotten worse.
Well, I honestly think this is the perfect opportunity for you to get involved with this. It's just a 14-day study, and you can test it out yourself in the study process, and all of the stuff is free, and I think you're going to have some really, really good results. Do you want to be, I mean, honestly, so many people would join this because it's free, but because I only have 20, I thought of you first.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for thinking of me. I actually would be really interested in doing this.
Well, okay, I'll give you some information next week and we can put you into the study program. We can get started.
Okay, that sounds awesome.
Great, awesome, thanks. Give her a hand. So, the interesting thing about this is that almost everyone says yes. When these ladies came back to my house a month later, and I asked them 3 times, are you sure? This is what they told me. Elise, we used your exact script. None of us, there was 10 of them, we never had one person saying no, not one. I'm like, are you positive not one? And they're like, honestly, every single call we made, everyone joined the study. We've done it all over the world. It is a huge way that you can find volume, business builders, and once again, who do you put in the study? Do you put 1s and 2s and 3s? Who do you put in the study? 5s and 6s and 7s. We focus on the 5s, 6s, and 7s. Now, just so you know, I'm not a 7, and I've done okay with the business. I wasn't a 7 when I got started, so just because you have a certain ranking doesn't mean you're going to be successful or not successful. It's just our best way to try and be mindful of those people that have really great potential. Is this clear? Next. There's what's called the 3-way business prospect call. I don't even have time to go into this. It's on the calls. You can think about it. It's basically a call where when you find somebody really influential and you feel like they're kind of above my pay rank, I'm a little bit nervous, that you can actually go to your upline and study out this call and do it word for word, and it's a beautiful thing. I've used it this week. I used it last week with my leaders. 99.9% of the time, at the end of the call, people just say, oh my gosh, that was amazing. That's what they say. And they can even come in the call kind of interested in doTERRA or just kind of curious, and they come out really excited. And the beautiful thing is, I, the leader of this call, I only do 10% of the talking. They do 90% of the talking. So, really fun thing to look into. So, if you really want detailed step-by-step information, because I'm the type of person that I need details. I can't just have an overview and say, go for it. I need to know, like, step by step, have the whole thing set up, and then I say, okay, I can see this vision. I know how to do it. Now I'm going to perfect this and go out and try it. I don't know. Are you guys like me a little bit? Yeah, that's how I am. And sometimes just a couple of sentences aren't enough when you say, well, this is what you do. It's like, no, what does that sound like exactly? And what do I do beforehand? And how do I follow up with it? And how do I even get them to the place where they're interested in this call? So go to dailymentorcalls.com. Please take advantage of this. I poured my heart out for you on this, okay? Take advantage of it. And come with me, you guys, and take your business to the next level. Let's do it, okay? Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.